Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Church of Creeksend. Thank y'all for being here. Why don't y'all stand with us? We're going to worship our unstoppable God this morning. We invite you to sing the song with us. It goes like this. Heaven thundered. Heaven thundered, and the world was born. Light begins and ends in the dust you formed. Faith commanded, and the mountains moved. Fear is losing ground to our hope in you. Unstoppable God, let your glory go on and on. Impossible things in your name, they shall be done. Freedom conquered, all our chains undone. Sin defeated, Jesus has overcome. Mercy triumphed when the third day dawned. Darkness was denied when the stone was gone. Sing it out. Unstoppable God, let your glory go on and on. Impossible things in your name, they shall be done. Unstoppable God, let your glory go on and on. Impossible things in your name, they shall be done. Sing this out with us. Nothing shall be impossible. Nothing shall be impossible. Your kingdom reigns unstoppable. We'll shout your praise forevermore. Jesus, our God, unstoppable. Nothing shall be impossible. Your kingdom reigns unstoppable. We'll shout your praise forevermore. Jesus, our God, unstoppable. Sing it again. Nothing shall be impossible. Your kingdom reigns unstoppable. We'll shout your praise forevermore. Jesus, our God, unstoppable. Nothing shall be impossible. Your kingdom reigns unstoppable. We'll shout your praise forevermore. Jesus, our God, unstoppable. All right, sing it out. Unstoppable God, let your glory go on and on. Impossible things in your name, they shall be done. Unstoppable God, let your glory go on and on. Impossible things in your name, they shall be done.
Amen. Good job, guys. Hey, good morning. You can have a seat for just a moment. I want to welcome you to Creeksend. If you're watching on our live stream, we want to welcome you as well. And when you came in, you got a worship folder. And don't forget that connection tab on the end. Let us know what's going on. If there's any changes in your information or if you have some prayer requests, just keep us informed. That's how we stay connected. And we're so glad you chose to join us. You got 10 days to get it all done, right? Today's 15th. Just wanted to remind you, okay, just a gentle reminder that it's about to come, right? Okay. One of the things I did want to do before we continue our worship, and we're going to sing some good Christmas songs here in just a moment, I want to point your attention to an insert that's in the worship guide that looks like this. It's called The Power of Oneness, and I'm sharing it with you especially because it affects you more than anyone. Beginning the first of the year, and I sent a letter on this. I put it in my email blast as well, but I want to point your attention to something that we're going to try temporarily, beginning the first Sunday in January, and that's we're going to try to worship together as a family for a little while. We don't think we can sustain it, but at least we want to try it and kind of let you meet people that you've never met before who attend the second service. You may not realize that. And the second service would like to meet you as well. So we're going to do it for a while and see how it goes, which basically means we have Bible study for all ages at 9:30, and then we'll all come together to worship as a family. I'm looking forward to it personally and getting the body together because we haven't been able to do it in a long, long time. So that's beginning the first Sunday of January. However, we get a taste of it the Sunday after Christmas because we only have one service anyway at 11. So anyway, I'm looking forward to that. I just want to make you aware of that because it does affect you more than anyone. And you know, if it's a little uncomfortable, I hope you'll stick with us and try it out with us, all right? All right. I'm going to ask our prayer team to come down. And as they do and get ready for that, if you have something you want someone to pray with you over, that's what this time is all about. And during this next song or two, if you feel led to come down and share with them, or just be very general and say, I just need some prayer, they'd be glad to do that for you. So let's stand and worship. We're going to sing some Christmas music together. And as we focus on Christ, our newborn King, let's also focus on the King who is unstoppable. All right? Come and join us as we worship.
Certain poor shepherds in fields as they lay, in fields where they keeping their sheep on a cold winter's night that was so deep. They looked up and saw a star shining in the east beyond them far, and to the earth it gave great light, and so it continued both day and night. Noel, 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 born is the King of Israel. The first Noel, the angels did say, was to certain poor shepherds in fields as they lay. Noel, 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 born is the King of Israel. Noel, 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 born is the King of Israel. Born is the King has come for us. This Jesus, He's the hope for all mankind. He has come for us, the Messiah, born to give us life. From our Heavenly Father, a blessed angel came, and unto certain shepherds brought tidings of the same, how that in Bethlehem was born the Son of God by name. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. He has come for us, this Jesus. He's the hope for all mankind. He has come for us, the Messiah, born to give us life. Oh, the angels sing hallelujah. Jesus Christ is born. All the children sing hallelujah. He is Christ the Lord. He has come for us, this Jesus. He's the hope for all mankind. He has come for us, the Messiah, born to give us life. He is born to give. All the angels sing hallelujah. Jesus Christ is born. All the children sing hallelujah. He is Christ the Lord.
We continue to read from the Christmas story in Luke. Just a few verses as we get ready to worship one more time, just a moment. In Luke chapter 2, verses 1 through 7, it says this: In those days, Caesar Augustus issued a decree that a census should be taken of the entire Roman world. This was the first census that took place while Quirinius was governor of Syria, and everyone went to their own town to register. So Joseph also went up from the town of Nazareth in Galilee to Judea, to Bethlehem, the town of David, because he belonged to the house and line of David. He went there to register with Mary, who was pledged to be married to him and was expecting a child. And while they were there, the time came for the baby to be born. And she gave birth to her firstborn, a son. She wrapped him in cloths, placed him in a manger, because there was no guest room available for them. You know, as we talked about the last couple of weeks, when the unexpected happens and life gets off script, we find ourselves, like Mary and Joseph, in totally unfamiliar territory. And that's uncomfortable for us. We like to sing songs like tidings of comfort and joy. And when things get unfamiliar, sometimes the joy leaves, and we wonder where God is in the midst of our circumstances. So here's what I want you to remember as we begin to focus on what God wants to say to us. We can find Christ in the unfamiliar if we realize that God is still at work in our circumstances, even when they're unfamiliar. And last week we introduced this song for a reason, to let you know that even in the unexpected and the unfamiliar and the unscripted, He is still the way maker. He is still the promise keeper. He is still the miracle worker. So let's worship him today for that. Let's sing together.
You are here, moving in our midst. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, working in this place. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, moving in our midst. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, working in this place. I worship you. I worship you. You are Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness, my God, that is who you are. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness, my God, that is who you are. You are here, touching every heart. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, healing every heart. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, turning lives around. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, mending every heart. I worship you. I worship you. See it, you're working. Even when I don't feel it, you're working. You never stop, you never stop working. You never stop, you never stop working.
Even when I don't see it, you're working. Even when I don't feel it, you're working. You never stop working. You never stop working. Even when I don't see it, you're working. Even when I don't feel it, you're working. You never stop working. You never stop working. Even when I don't see it, you're working. Even when I don't feel it, you're working.